How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I wanted to do something a little different, but getting back to more talking about music and stuff like that, I'm actually going back and talking a little bit more about brutal death metal and slam and similar genres of music. That tastes like shit, by the way. This is Bubbleberry Rockstar Super Sours. The wife bought a case of these. She likes them. They're not the greatest, though. So anyways, what I'm going to be talking about is splits. I like splits for the most part. The only problem I've ever had with splits, if you've watched any of my old videos, you'll know, is the volume problem. Lots of the splits that I have, and I believe I've got them all right here in this pile here, and I'm going to show them off, are, I don't know, they're about 20% quieter to almost 30% quieter than any of the other albums I own, and I don't know why that is. Perhaps it's to get every band's songs on the same level on the split, and to kind of compensate and achieve that, maybe they bring some bands down and maybe they bring some bands volume up to like equalize the whole thing, but it just drops the volume down. I don't know what the beef is there. If someone knows why that happens, be sure to let me know in the comments section. But yeah, so I'm just gonna show you the splits that I have. This is Audio Depravity in the key of Sick, released by Fuck the Ass Records by Joey Cashman of Goremonger and probably a few other projects. This has Putrefied J on it, Goremonger, and a Borning. This is the second release by a Borning that I ever got, and the main reason why I got this. Here are the tracks on the back. I don't know if you can really see that without all the damn glare, but there you have it. I've probably showed this in a video before. In fact, I'm sure I have. But yeah, this is the split. It's pretty good. Definitely check it out. Once again, has Putrefied J, Goremonger, and a Borning on it. 2015. Fuck the Ass Records. Next is another Borning split I got. This time with it's called Entwined Human Remnants, and it has intestinal alien reflux, cuff, and a Borning on it. Intestinal alien reflux is pretty good. Not a big fan of cuff. Not a really fan of the lack of energy they have live either from the videos I've seen. And just Bob Shaw is a little bit of an egomaniac, in my opinion. So he comes off as super smug, and he's a little bit of a backstabber, in my opinion. But that's just all personal junk that you don't want to hear about. But other than that, the Borning stuff and the intestinal alien reflux stuff is great on here. There's the back and the track listing. The disc and back of the booklet. Definitely check that out. Next up is another split. This one's called Gutted by One Man. I tried to track this down for the longest time. I even was apparently won a copy. The guy from Hate Inclination was supposed to send me a copy of the thing that I won in his contest, but never got around to doing it, and still has yet to do it 2 or 3 years later. So I had to end up going to CDN Records and purchasing my own copy. And I'm glad I did. It's got Bonesaw Lobotomy, Mastectomy, Hate Inclination, and Numbered with the Transgressors on it. Lots of good stuff on there. It's a shame that Bonesaw Lobotomy didn't continue and even deleted their Facebook page, which is crazy. I'm like, what? I found that out. I was very bummed. I was a sad panda that day for sure. There's the inside. I mostly got this for mastectomy. I know it's kind of an odd thing to say, considering they're not necessarily the greatest thing on this split, but I'm still glad that I have it. I wanted the original kind of demo or EP that they released, but I guess it was only like a rare amount that was made. And when I talked to the guy from Mastectomy on his page, he's like, yeah, just get this. It has all the songs on there and a little bit remastered. I'm like, oh, okay. So I got it. So I've got some Mastectomy, which is nice, and a nice surprise was Bonesaw Lobotomy was really good. Hate Inclination's kind of eh. It's more like brutal death metal and kind of more technically, and just it's not really my taste. It's talented, but it's just not my taste. And then Numbered with the Transgressors was all right. But yeah, definitely check it out. Gutted by One Man. Next is the 5-way split Guttural Carnival. Oh, it took me a while to track this down as well. I wanted it for the longest time, and I eventually finally found a copy, and it's great because it's got paroxysmal butchering on it. It's got what's that band? Encephalopathy? I think that's the name of the band. It's got Gut Fed, Traumatomy, and Engorgement on it as well. 2 songs by each band, 10 tracks. There's the inside. Maybe you can get a little better look at the logos. But yeah, really, really cool stuff. I'm going to actually pull this booklet out just to make sure I'm telling you guys the right name. Yeah, it is Encephalopathy, because there it is right there. Cool. So yeah, definitely glad to have this. I need to start listening to more slam and whatnot again. I've been listening to like purely fucking black metal for the longest time now. And this stuff is good. Definitely need to check it out again. Definitely get a copy of this if you can. Good bands. Next split is the Horrendous Forms of Human Ruination. And I actually made a page for this on Facebook because I couldn't find a page for this to like it and show that I'm listening to the music off it. So if you find the Horrendous Forms of Ruination page, I made that. And if any of the owners or music members of the bands on this actually wants to get a hold of me and like be admins of that page and actually take care of it, run it, be my guest. Message the page and we'll hook us up and get you working that shit. Because I only made it because there wasn't one on Facebook, and I wanted to like fucking get that shit out there and show people that it's available and they can listen to it. So anyways, enough babbling on. This has Incineration, Paroxysmal Butchering again, Abdicate, Catatonic Rigidity, and Gomagot's new song Bigotry, which I believe their new album's out now, so I don't think it's that new. But yes, Incineration was decent. I got this for the Paroxysmal Butchering. I still need to get the Human Smasher. I love that fucking album, and I want to get the album they did before that. I honestly just need to get everything that Paroxysmal Butchering's done, because they're one of the best slam bands going right now, and I'm an asshole for not owning more of their material. And I will probably do a review on it if I end up getting a copy, because I'm me, and I would buy that album. But yeah, Abdicate's decent. They have 2 tracks on here, unfortunately, and Catatonic Rigidity is also pretty decent, and they only have 1 track on here. It's a shame. I would like to hear more from that band. And then, like I said, Gomagot's got Bigotry on here. There's the back. Here's the inside disc with their logos and more art and the name of the split. So yeah, check that out. It's, once again, the Horrendous Forms of Human Ruination. Next split. It's the Human Abattoir. Dun dun dun. This one I got specifically for Feto in Fetus. Excellent band. If they come out with a new album, I will definitely check that out. Their older stuff, I think, was supposed to be like grindcore or something. I don't know, but this is more of a slammy type feel in this split. But besides them, it also has Fetor, Cranial Blowout from Italy, I believe, Splattered Genocide, and Gormatory. They're all pretty decent. Like I said, though, I got this for Feto and Fetus. I love those tracks. Cranial Blowout is probably the weakest material on here. Sorry, guys. It's the quietest tracks on here, and it's the least impressive tracks on here. So, sorry. Fetor's decent. Splattered Genocide, I think, was better than Gormatory. But, yeah, you definitely should check this out anyways. It's good stuff. I'm pretty sure you might be able to still get this on CDN Records, but don't quote me. And it's the Human Avatar split. Here's the inside, because I'm pretty sure I didn't show that. Just all their logos and whatnot. Back of the book with Gormatory. Good stuff. Next split is Impregnated through Pathogenic Agony. It's a pretty brutal title. Yeah. There's the front. It's got Fermented Masturbation. It's got Morphogenic Malformation. Needle something pork. Fuck. Needle Contaminated Pork. And I can't remember the name of the other damn band on here. God damn it. These fucking logos, man. They need to have, like, regular font underneath them. Decomposition of Entrails. Yeah, that band. It has them on it. But yeah. I basically got this for the Needle Contaminated Pork part. But Morphogenic Malformations is fantastic, and definitely would recommend checking them out if you haven't heard of them yet. I believe one of the dudes from Cranium is in it. Same with Fermented Masturbation, but you should know about Fermented Masturbation by now if you're into slam. They're like Cranium related. Personally, I enjoy Cranium's other side project, Dragging Entrails, better than Fermented Masturbation, but hey, that's just me. And I would definitely get a full album by Needle Contaminated Pork. I can't pronounce that. Needle Contaminated Pork. Holy fuck. But yeah, good stuff. Definitely check out Impregnated through Pathogenic Agony if you're into splits. Next is the Pathology of Anomalous Origin split. Pretty sweet. It's got Stillbirth. It's got Disfigurement of Flesh, Nephrectomy, and whoever the fuck those guys are. I will check out in a second here. Once again, logos that need regular font underneath. Okay, where the fuck is it? Ah, that's who it is. That's these dudes. Congenital Anomalies. Not bad. More on the brutal death metal side, but hey, fuck. For the way they present themselves and how heavy that shit is, definitely good. Definitely good. Yeah, definitely. You should pick it up. It's brutal. Yeah. Bad Schwarzenegger accent. But yeah, Nephrectomy's decent. I need to get their first album, Geriatric something or other. It's pretty good. Man, that fucking song title. Number 11. It's called Stretching the Dick Hole. Can we not? Can we just not? Ow. Jesus. But, yeah, Stillbirth is good. I got their Global Warning album. Disfigurement of Flesh. Probably another one of my most favorite slam bands. Yeah. I need to get some Parasitic Ejaculation. And I need to get that other Ejaculation band. They just came out with an album. Fuck me, I can't remember. Grotesque Ejaculation? No, Carnivorous Ejaculation. Is that the name of it? There's a lot of ejaculation bands. What can I say? But definitely check out Pathology of Anomalous Origin. It's got some good shit on it. And finally, the last split that I have, not including the splits that I have with only 2 different bands, because I've got a split with Moker and Outcast, and I've also got a split with Torso Fuck and Lymphatic Phlegm. I don't really count them as splits. I just count them as kind of like one-shot EPs featuring another band's EP. I normally count splits as stuff with like 3 or more bands, even though, yes, I'm aware that 2 bands on one like release is a split. But these are my multiple band splits that I have. This is Realm of Endless Massacre. Yeah, I need to get that Parasitic Ejaculation split. Like Realm of Brutal Bludgeoning something something, I don't know. Anyways, this has Traumatomy, Embryectomy, and Cerebral Paralysis. This is probably one of the best splits I own, because all of the tracks on here are fantastic. All the bands on here are fucking amazing. Traumatomy, obviously amazing. Embryectomy, they just keep getting better and better, and I cannot wait to hear the full length that they're coming out with soon. That the Funderud brothers from Cranium are kind of like endorsing a lot. And Cerebral Paralysis, not quite my thing, but the material they presented on this split is decent, and I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for Brutal. And the artwork is just fucking sick. I mean, look at that shit. Dude's got fucking arms coming out of everywhere, ripping people's heads off, chopping people up with an axe. Shit is legit. That's some legit crazy shit. But yeah, good stuff. So yeah, these are all my multiple band splits, more than 2, and I definitely suggest you check them all out. But not everyone's into splits. This is taking really long, actually. This is a really long video, and I apologize for that. It wasn't meant to be. But I do have a few more things to say. What is your favorite form of band release? Do you like 2, 3-track demos? Do you like 5 or 6-track EPs? Do you like splits? Or do you prefer full lengths? Would you prefer a band to come out with like an EP like every 6 months? Would you prefer a band to release just one full-length album that year or every 2 years? Would you prefer them to maybe do like just the usual demo EP full-length, EP full-length, 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 and then kind of continue on from there? Like, how do you like listening to your music? Do you appreciate splits? If not, let me know why you're not a big fan of splits. I personally love splits for the most part, because you buy the split for the band that you normally like, and then you get like 3 or 4 other bands that are so like usually within the same vein, so you can be like, I'm gonna check these guys out too, because it's on the same damn CD or on the same damn whatever. And you get to discover new bands. Sometimes they're amazing, sometimes not so much. But most of the time, it's decent. Like, I think only out of 1 or 2 of the splits that I have here, I'm going to show you the pile, I think there's only been like 1 or 2 CDs on there where I had like a band or 2 that I just really couldn't stand on there. It just didn't really do anything for me. But for the most part, all the rest of the bands on the splits were just like just as decent as the band I bought it for. Sometimes even a little better, because I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, let me know what you feel about splits, and let me know what your favorite kind of release is by a band. Do you like the EPs? Do you like just 3-track little promo demo things here and there? Do you like full lengths? Like, do you prefer people just like to hold off on releasing things until they get a full length, release that big chunk of music at a time? Or do you like just getting like EPs, quicker music to you, just to keep it coming? Leave me your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and stay sick. Keep it brutal. Oh! What YouTuber am I? Oh man, I should probably cut that part out. No, I'm gonna leave it. Fuck it. Have a good one, my friends.